Brothers and sisters, some of the my friend asking me what actually movement of the Mahabodhi Mahavihara temples free from Brahmanis communities in Bodh Gaya. Many of the overseas Buddhist people asking this question, then the wonder is details what actually it is. Actually, Mahabodhi Mahavihara temples, yourself, myself, who is the Buddhist peoples and Buddhist follower, you and me know very well Mahabodhi Mahavihara temple located by Bihar state in India, Gaya districts and Bodh Gaya is a small towns or you can say a small uh, it is developed village or a small town you can call it. This is the place ancient time as a jungle forest site and beside have one beautiful rivers. This river ancient name was Niranjana. This Niranjana rivers east side have one the Bodhi tree. It was have a wonderful Bodhi tree and very nice jungles. This is the place Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. He seated there and he meditated deeply and he achieved his supreme goals we call enlightenment. This is the place Siddhartha Gautama become enlightenment. That's why all after enlightenment he his experience, his knowledge, what is the he gain it from this place, this seat. We Buddhists call this seat is Vajrayasana. Vajrayasana means lotus position or lotus seat. And this seat have many meanings. Full seat have not given to be detail about that. That is another subject. And this is the place Siddhartha Gautama become enlightenment. After enlightenment, he has spread his knowledge, wisdom. He shared all over worlds, even ancient India. And after then, this his knowledge, his idea, his experience crossed the walls. Has spread the cross of walls. And today, many linguistic people, many nationality, many cultural and many countries cross walls. People know about the Buddha and his teachings through the books, through YouTube's, Google's, and many various websites. People knows and also today all is very easily communicated by anyway, by AI, by by land, by air, everything is very easily to communicate and very easily to you can move one place to another place. That's why people knows about the Buddhism and Buddha. Almost everyone, even who not follow Buddhism and not even who not a Buddhist people's Buddhist person. That's why this is the place all Buddhist, especially Buddhist faith peoples. According to Buddhist canons, there we have a three major traditions: Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana. All traditions same also equally respect and bow to this place. There are three major tradition Buddhist people for equally important this place. That thing this is the place as a Buddha, as a Buddhist, born of the Buddhist and born of the Buddhisms. That's why this place for all Buddhist people very significantly important and significantly respectful, and most of Buddhists come to this place and their lifetime they want to come this place and bow to this place. Thus thing this is the very lucky for them, very fortunate for them to be conventional ends. Ultimately happiness and prosperity theirs, achievement or enlightenings. That's why Buddhist people are very significant and tremendously important this place. And this place after Buddha, this place continue to in unseen world, unseen India. continue 1000 years. Buddhism was in India ruled and dominated religion, dominated faith, and influencing faith. And every territory, every corner, every houses, person to person, door to door, street to street, people follow Buddhisms and people bow to Buddhisms and people uh, their dominations, their influences, and their culture and their lifestyle was in India, ancient India Buddhisms. That was India is very big, very large. Who study history, you knows very well. Hmm. I'm not going this subject more, but why this movement today in Indian Buddhists coming together to free these Mahabodhi Mahavihara temples from Brahmanism? And who is the Brahmanism here? Brahmanism is, Indian Hindu priest communities. This is the Hindus community priest, who is the leading community in the Hindus religions, who take the position is the higher position of the Hindus, and who have totally right to be all Hindus religious books and religious place, religious deities to take care and honor. This is the called Brahmins. These Brahmin peoples uh, take care this that take this possession of these temples almost as a their statement. I saw some YouTube videos, some their conference, and there's some also news. The take this position of this Mahabodhi Mahabharata temples uh, distance far to now is 500 years. They are still same. Because of the, if you see the Indian history, 11 AD was the very big harms, big damage, big loss for Buddhist people and Buddhism in India, because when Bhaktir Khilji's an Islamic caliphate conquered this India, invasion this India and invading this India. That time the especially attack any Buddhist uh, monasteries, Buddhist temples, Buddhist colleges, Buddhist monasteries, and Buddhist monks community. They had killed million of the Buddhist monks and also destroy many Buddhist temples, monasteries, and become Buddhism very weaker and very decreased and very lost. And this is the time who little bit Buddhist lab there are Buddhist lab and nearby jungle or very remote villages, very little by most of these cities, Buddhist kingdoms or Buddhist town was totally destroyed, but Hindu is still left, because Hindu people have the very good, they are politically they are very much strong and very much they are wonderful negotiation with that time. Muslim communities, inviter communities are who invite these countries, conquer these countries. They have wonderful communications, and also they have become historically see they have many kind of relation with them, because Brahmans was very smart, very clever. They thought the things Muslim militaries their caliphates was very powerful, a strong military, very well organized and well trained. We cannot fight and you can win them. Better to negotiation with them than become the negotiated with Brahmins or Hindus peoples, Hindus leaders, Brahmins, priest communities become negotiated with Muslim. But Buddhism was not negotiated. Buddhism was very sheepishly uh, enemy of the that time Muslim invited. That's why great target is Buddhist, and Buddhist was destroyed. And who left Buddhist? Because historically Muslim have a two choice, and Muslim caliphate invade you. You have become Muslim, or you otherwise you kill. This is the two choices you have to choose it. You want to die or you want to become Muslim. But I think many of the Buddhists who not killed, they become Muslim, other get killed. Hmm. Other get killed. This is they happen, but their all places was destroyed. But Brahmin people was very negotiated with the Hindu people, and Muslim become negotiated with this Brahmin. That's why whatever Buddhist place was left, and Buddhists get killed, Buddhist monk get killed, and Buddhist people become Muslims, and those place, some place become replaced to be Muslim mass, and some place replaced to be Hindus, Hindus duties place, or Hindu take this place, or Hindus or Brahman was take this place, because they have wonderful negotiation with Muslim. They don't want to be complete with Muslim, because Muslim was the very powerful, very well organized and well skillful people. They have wonderful soldier that time. The thing best with negotiation with them, and as to with them as a friendly, their rules, their cares, their system, and as a their loyalty, Brahmanis people loyalties, and Muslim ruler was giving all whatever left to this place all to Hindu Brahmins priest people. But that time we very carefully, Brahman people or Hindus people that time they don't have any kind of idols or idolistic things. Actually, idol or idolistic thing studying from Buddhism, and whatever that time all idols or Buddhist statues become Hindu. Brahman was bow to them and taking caring them, and uh, take a position all of those places, religious place, Buddhist temple or monasteries, stupas, chetias, the all of these thing, and continue the take caring, because there was not Buddhist. Whatever Buddhist was left, they become Muslim or other get killed. But Hindu is still there, Brahman is still there, Brahman not die, because Brahmans become very negotiated with them, with loyal with Muslim community. That's why Brahman not get killed or attacked by Muslim communities. They stay together. Like this continue 1182, you can see 1880. In 1880, British come these countries, British invasion this country, invite this country, or whatever they come for business, or whatever they come for invite or invasion or whatever. Their invasion, British was the very one things. They knows the story of the worlds. India was the greatest country that time, very happiest country, very richest country, and very much resource there, and very economically very good, prosperous country was India. They know India have a very wonderful history and very great stories, because everyone have their dream to come India, because you see the Alexanders, Columbus or others, Columbus tried to invade in India 1480, but he unfortunately he cannot raise the India. He raised in Western worlds, America, so North America. He invasion North America, but he's not. After then come here others, British and French and Portuguese, Germans, many inviter come India, and they become colonized in India. And but British can come, British uh, check whatever Indian history, Indian was, who was rule and who was the very success ruler here. British rulers was very success in India, and very prosperity was their prosperous rulers. Then they tried to rescue them, found them and their history. That's why British, one of the great person, Alexander Cullingham's and John Marshall's and others, they coming together and find rescue these all of these Buddhist places. Then we can find today Buddh Gaya, others Buddhist holy place. Also, you can see the one of the greatest Saje who coming from Sri Lanka, we call Anagarika Dhammapala. He also helps and to rescue these Buddhist places. As a that time, Yuan Shang, one of the great Saje who coming from China, around, I think this is around 480 or 580, who come to, and there are two Sajes, Yuan Shans and Kuang Shans, like two names. Maybe those are very famous Sajes, but up after both of them, I think many sages come in India from China, but these two sages was the very intellect one, very intelligent one. They have a great story. Whatever they are travel in India, what they see that demands in India, they write down as a books. Those books, after British colonized India, British colonized in China, those books become translated by English, available to public, available to everyone. Because before British colonized, those books was not translated by other language. And British colonized the India, and India also, China also British colonized. Then these books translated by English and other languages. That's why they have a access. Where is this Buddhist holy place was, or where Buddha born, Buddha enlightenment, Buddha passed away, Buddha first summonance, all other history, memory connected with Buddhist and Buddhism. And they rescue this, and their force, their money, and also that time some Buddhist country left there, like Burma, Thailand, Sri Lanka. They also economically financed them, and coming together with British, all rescue, all digging this and exhibition this, and become the publish this. But whatever that time India have not any Buddhist, but have Buddhist, but those little Buddhist in forest side or remote area, very little bit Buddhist left, but educationally very weak, the education economically very weak, they have no ability or capacity to care about that thing about them, because they are poor, poor economy, poor educations, also very little peoples, very small group of peoples. However, that time British ruling time, majority of the these countries people was the Hindus and Muslims. That's why uh, when British was here, but whatever that time Brahman was here, but British rescue, but he given to Brahmins people. But when you see the Anagarik Dhammapada come to India, he tried to take this back to the Buddhist people, but unfortunately very unfortunate thing is that time India have no Buddhist, but have Buddhist, but those Buddhist northeast countries like Tripura, Assam, Arunachal, or West Bengal, some have Buddhist, but very poor, very little people there, very undeveloped peoples, very remote area. Those Buddhist people used to stay. They don't have the ability or capacity to come to this holy place or take. They have no knowledge or capacity, ability. But foreign Buddhists also cannot come and take care of this, because they are another country's peoples. They have international rule and law. But whatever they are, that time Anagarika Dhammapala come and try to British community to take this place to Buddhist. But he have a fight, lots of long fight from 1890, 1880. But until his lifetime, he tried to fight, but he never win, or maybe win, but there have a lots of problem in India and British. After almost 90, 1946, India become independent country from British, separate from British was left here. And that time, uh, because before 46 have a one government, after 46 another government, every different government, different rule and regulations, because British was the invited government, foreign government ruling India. Now Indian government, India have one government, but those government was majority of the Hindus peoples. That's why whatever else place there, all Hindu was taken the place and possessions. That's why very hard. And that time, uh, 1949, when British left, that time in India, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and this great figure was political figure. They are the leading the countries, and after British lapse, and make one rule, and they calls is from state government of the Bihar state, Bihar assemblies, called 1949 Act BTMC, how to be take care Bodh Gaya Mahabodhi Mahavihar Management Committee. They have one amendment and resolutions, one rule. This rule is named BTMC Act 1949, and this act is totally there are 5% will be Hindus confirmly, and 4% is confirmed Buddhist. But there are total nine member who is the president. He or she president will be district magistrate, district administrator, and he should be Hindus. And another religious people cannot be Gaya district magistrate. Only must be Hindus, confirmly Hindus. And other four is the Hindus, just Brahmins or whatever Hindu generals peoples, and four will be Buddhist. The majority person will be Hindus. This is the amendment, or this is the uh, 1940 Act was totally Bihar legislation was regulated, and this is confirmed and make the law for control the or take care the Buddhist Mahabodhi Mahavihara temple where Lord Buddha became enlightened place. But this place after 56, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar become Buddhist, everyone, all people. And after many people, he with him become Buddhist. Almost that a million people become Buddhist. But this, he was his guide and his order to his fellow citizen, fellow community, fellow people. After I die, you keep doing this, continue. Converting Buddhists and linking Buddhists and influence the Buddhism to India, because Buddhism is Indian religion. This religion was very beneficial to Indian and very prosperous religion for India community, Indian society. This is my community and his fellow people for this religion very useful and very benefited and very prosperous to have this, and if they adopted, that's why he ordered to his community, you should be influence other and inspiring to other, and this Buddhism, if their mind, their heart, their community dominating by Buddhism, influence Buddhism, that will change their life. Because Buddhism teach humanity, equality, prosperity, and total freedom to everyone. Total access is everything. This is the Buddhist concept. This concept is very important, very important and very useful and very need for these communities. And after then, today, if you see, today 2024-26 today, but today you can see more than 100 million people themselves say themselves directly, indirectly Buddhist today. But those community have today many educated people, many high class people, and many high profile people. You can see there this Ambedkar community or Ambedkar's dominating people, and inspired by who Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Buddhist. These people have a many. Today you can see a state chief minister or a state councillor and a state governor, or even you can see many calls parliament members, and as a lower parliament member is called MLA, MP, and ministers, also many administrator, secretaries, many higher position becomes dominating the now have positions. But they say themselves now we are Buddhist, but we are Buddhist now. We can have our Buddhist place and our Buddhist enlightenment place and Buddhist all place. We want to our own hand. We want to take care of this. We want to management this. This is their bias. This is their moment. I hope you understand this thing, because you are many of my friend who overseas or abroad asking this question, what is the movement going on in Bodh Gaya? Because some local people, they have a movement, many banners, many poster, and they are coming together, sound heart, what actually it is, because they are speaking Hindi, many Indian local language, because they don't know what actually it is. That's why my all brother and sister, you understand maybe whatever my explain to you, you maybe have some understand. And I will try to give more detail as in my own experience or ability, and I'll study your understanding this matter. Thank you so much for your attention or your intention about this, to learn about these things, what actually it is the movement of the Mahabodhi Mahavihara freedom movement. I actually respect all religious people, whatever. Buddhism means respect and love, care, everyone's. and there are no conflict, no violence. Buddhism have everything. We can have a dialogue with, we need to solve the problem. But whatever it is, ancient time Buddhism have many face many uh, extremely conflict with many by harems. Buddhism and reunite, because however, hmm, but real Buddhist concept is peace and prosperity and compassion lives and brotherhood. Thank you so much for your attention.